We're going to Maine. The title says Maine man accused of killing woman at senior housing complex because he thought she was a witch. True Crime Daily, published November 28th, 2023. And this is in Top Sham, Maine. And it says police have arrested a 71-year-old man on suspicion of fatally stabbing a 64-year-old female resident at an affordable senior housing complex who he believed was a witch. According to Maine State Police, on Tuesday, November 21st, at around 9:30 a.m., the Topsham Police Department received a 911 call from an employee at River Landing Senior Housing regarding a possible assault. Officers and medical personnel responded to the complex on Elm Street and found Christine Miller dead at the scene. Police said the office of the chief medical examiner conducted an autopsy and determined Miller died due to sharp force injuries, and they ruled her death a homicide. A WGME TV reports that Miller sustained multiple stab wounds. Police allege Robert McClure, who also lived at River Landing, killed Miller. Witnesses reportedly saw McClure exiting the victim's home holding a knife. The property manager told WGME that other residents in the building said that McClure talked about witches, and he allegedly threatened to set the complex ablaze. Miller and McClure were allegedly dating, and Miller had tried to convince him to visit a psychiatrist. According to the court documents obtained by WGME, McClure admitted to killing the victim and said, "I did stab that lady today." Maine State Police apprehended McClure at the scene on a charge of murder. McClure reportedly told police during his arrest that demons and witches lived in the apartment building, and he heard voices about them. McClure allegedly believed Miller was a witch and that she needed to die. McClure was sentenced to appear in court on Monday, November 27th. Wow, it's like taking a page from, changing some words here and there, but this is sort of like what used to happen during the Salem witch trials. Some rando would just say like the woman was a witch, and they would just like burn her at stake, or they would just like kill her. Clearly, he had some mental problems. The fact that he thought that demons and witches were talking to him, and that they lived in the senior housing and whatnot. Mind you, he was 71 years old. I'm not saying that a 71-year-old is necessarily prone to suffering from these type of mental health issues, but specifically this man was. And again, this is how shit used to happen back during the Salem witch trials. They would just think that someone was a demon or a witch, and that's it. They'd kill black cats like that too. That's why there's so much superstition behind black cats like that. Wow, really, really sad. I don't know, just imagine going 64 years of your life and then ended abruptly because someone thinks that you're a witch. It doesn't make any sense now. Did it make any sense back when it used to happen during the witch trials? Which, let me tell you something, has left a stain on Salem, Massachusetts. Beautiful town, but you can still feel the sort of like that negative energy. They do embrace fall like no other town in the U.S., but you can kind of sense that there's this air there that, fear is, it feels just a little particularly unique. Let's call it that. It's a great word. Unique. But damn. Killed her with a knife too. Unbelievable. But believable at the same time. See, it says court paperwork. This is from WGME.com. Mother. Jeez. Dude, look at this guy's face, man. Yikes.
New details also released on stabbing death in Topsham after the suspect appeared before a judge today on a charge of depraved indifference. floor, holding a cloth to the neck of the victim, 64-year-old Christine Miller. Court papers say no one else in the apartment, that the two were neighbors, and they were
That is pretty out there. Pretty out there. Let me check something real quick. How would I be able to check this? Sorry. Just taking one quick look at this. I just noticed that officers and medical personnel responded to the there's so much superstition.
stabbing death in.
Cool. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought my mic wasn't working. All right. Pretty sad. Move on to the next one, but yeah, dude. Again, superstition is pretty alive, and obviously this man had some really, untreated mental health issues that had just gotten a lot worse with time, to the point where, he committed this crime. He tried to set ablaze to the housing, to the senior housing already. So they already knew that he was dangerous in and of itself. Which is why I say that whatever he had that was untreated mentally just got to the point where it just got the best of him. And he went and committed this horrendous crime. Yikes.